girl with a preppy vibe. Came to the spot with a friend of mine. She caught my eye. From the beginning, I was hooked. I can't tell a lie. Fresh, dressed, and fly. I respect her mind. Some dude trying to impress, but looking goofy at the same time. He bugging, she looking. I'm going for mine. Confidently, I approach for that eye-to-eye contact. She smiling while adjusting her hair, so I smile back. Pretty girl, what's your name? She said, is that true? Cause if it is, your name perfect for you. My name handsome. She said your name fits you too. See, we was clicking, and after that, time just flew. Then that time came to talk to her pops. He gave his blessing. And then that mind frame I had was honoring and protecting. I knew she was the woman we met. I found my future girl, and no other woman compares to my girl. Cause yeah, I knew it from the start.
Hey y'all, happy New Year's Eve. How y'all doing today? I know I am running a little late. Y'all, I was trying my best to get some last minute things done, but I'm here now and things are moving. Okay, we are getting things going. Yes. Let me get my little laptop going and we're going to get everything rolling. 1 second, y'all. But yes, for those who are new here, I'm Slim Fashionista, and we are doing a little New Year's Eve edition of my live stream. I figured, hey, why not hang out a little bit to bring in the new year, if you will. We're just gonna, you know, vibe a little bit, watch a few things, and and go from there. Okay. So let me see something real quick here. Okay, here we go. So I got that. Yeah. So what you guys got planned for this evening? Are y'all gonna be going out? Are y'all staying in? Like, what do you guys got planned for tonight? Because here it is 8:19 p.m. But I saw where they have already rung in the new year in Dubai. And I got like a cute little picture of the, I think it's called the Burj Khalifa, and how they had it lit up. Like, isn't that nice? That is so cute. Maybe one year I might make it to Dubai for New Year's. We'll see. But yes, y'all. Hope you guys had a great 2025. What do you guys got planned for tonight as far as how you're gonna ring in the new year? As far as myself, I'm gonna be hanging out at home, doing what I do. When I was younger, I used to like going out, for New Year's Eve, but in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, I prefer just being at home, ringing New Year at the house, and then like maybe having like a nice dinner or something um on New Year's Eve, and then maybe like a nice brunch on New Year's Day. So what are you guys doing? What y'all got going on for tonight? Are you gonna be in the house? What are you doing? Okay, so we got Mr. Lou here. He said like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yes, that is, yes, thank you so much for reminding me about that. Yes, folks, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Support the channel. Lou says hello, and he says, I'm going to watch this live. Well, I appreciate that. Yes, I do. But yes, y'all, it is about to be 2026. It's already 2026. I guess in Dubai and other places, but yes, y'all, 2025 flew by. It really has. So I'm assuming that you guys can hear me. I do not have my microphone on because honestly, when I looked at my video where I did not have a microphone on, it sounded the same as when I do have one on. So I figured, why not just go ahead, not use it, and then I'm not draining my battery on my phone. So yes, that's what I have going on with that. So if you can hear me, let me know. And yeah. So we got, I think, 3 to 6 people here. Let me cut this on right here. We got about 6 people here. So glad that you guys are here. Okay. So I don't have anybody commenting from Twitch. Okay, not a problem. So yes. Okay, so I have a question for y'all. We're gonna do a little bit of this or that real quick. Or do you want to go ahead on into the first video? You know what? Let's go ahead into the videos, okay? So the first video we're gonna look at, you know, get you guys a little active here. Um, we're gonna talk about Stefon Diggs a little bit. So, you know, he got a lot going on. I saw where he has this assault. I think it's an assault charge that's pending against him, and he seemed like a really pretty cool fella. He's from the DMV area. I know Cardi B was out here before Christmas because they spotted her at the Montgomery Mall. It's literally in Montgomery County, and I'm really rooting for them. I think he had like 4 kids this year, so he had a very busy year, right? But let's go ahead and look at what they are saying about his situation. So let's get into that real quick, okay?
And Jessica, yeah, the private chef filing the police report a couple of weeks ago. Now, according to her, Diggs would only pay her if she signed a non-disclosure agreement, but at that time she didn't decide to do that. But Diggs, he denies all of this. Tonight, Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs on defense, charged with felony strangulation, accused of hitting and trying to choke his private chef in his Dedham home. Diggs vehemently denying the claims. Court documents show it stemmed from an ongoing dispute about money owed to the chef for her culinary services. A text from the chef saying, "You will be paying me out for the season and the money you said you would give me for my business. I'm out of your life." Diggs answering, quote, "I won't be paying you expletive. Expletive I look like. Paying you and another chef? Is you high?" After that, the chef says on December 2nd is when the argument escalated in person. She says Diggs slapped her across the face, strangled her, threw her on her bed saying something to the effect of, "Thought so." She told police she had redness on her chest when it happened, but didn't take any photos of her injuries. Diggs tonight saying through his attorney the chef is motivated by money because she didn't get her way. He's categorically denying the allegations, saying, quote, "They are unsubstantiated, uncorroborated, and were never investigated because they did not occur." Director of the Sports and Entertainment Law Institute at UNH, Michael McCann.
Is there any other way of corroborating what happened? Did either Diggs or the accuser send messages to others that reflect on their recollection of the incident?
In court today, Diggs' attorney alluding to the possibility of a cash settlement.
If there's a non-disclosure agreement or an understanding that the person would not participate in the prosecution, that can make it a lot harder for prosecutors to justify prosecuting a matter.
So it would be a lot harder in that case as well, because if there's a non-disclosure agreement that's signed, then the accuser wouldn't necessarily be able to testify. Now, the charges in that case would likely be dropped. Now, Diggs, he is due in court next month. Live at Gillette Stadium tonight, I'm Peter Leopoulos, WCVB News Center 5.
Let me pause right there, y'all. So let me get myself back up here. So y'all, does that make sense to y'all? If she needed to sign an NDA agreement, why would anyone allow her to provide services in the home without, signing that agreement if that's part of the condition for employment? Like I don't get how she was allowed to go ahead and work if they needed her to sign that NDA agreement. And on top of that, they seem a little bit too informal for me. Like, why is she texting him like that? You know what I'm saying? There should be some kind of like assistant or manager or some type of go between him and the folks supporting him, right? Like, a person like me, I'm gonna be direct talking to the people who doing stuff for me. But at the level that he's at with all his money, he should have a personal assistant, right? Does that make sense to y'all? Let me see what y'all saying here in the chat. So we got Mr. James Ferris here. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Happy New Year's Eve. How am I doing? I am doing great. I had a good day today. I ran some errands, cleaned up the home. You know how I want to have the house nice and clean before the new year. Got that done. And now I'm hanging out with y'all on this live stream. So life is good. He said, "Good evening. You look amazing and Happy New Year." Thank you so much, and Happy New Year to you as well. Glad that you're here. Um, but yes, I just did a video about Stefon Diggs, and let me see. Okay, Mr. Lou replied saying, "Those extra people cost money." Laugh out loud. He is his own. He is his own personal assistant. Clearly, he is. I mean, but he has a sports management company, right? Well, he should be assigned to one. Don't they provide that? But I guess anything that he has is going to cost him money. But I'm sure he would have saved some money instead of dealing with this case that he now has at his footstep. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have to start getting lawyers and doing all that, they charge you at least $300-400 an hour on the low end. I mean, I'm sure he got the coins, but the fact that I mean, I don't even understand why she would have came back to work. If you're not being paid, why are you still reporting to work? And then she's talking about paying her out for the rest of the season. Like, I wouldn't be doing all that in no text. I would have been having my lawyer, or whoever, talking to him about my money. Like, sometimes you just gotta go ahead and pay the people to handle the business instead of trying to do it yourself, because sometimes people don't take you seriously when it's just you. And so, I mean, I don't know what they had going on. I mean, he's denying whatever she's saying as far as like the physical harm and I think the disagreement or whatever, but hopefully he has learned that you need to pay these people for these reasons. Save you a headache. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Shaw, what do you guys think about that whole scenario? Yes, what do we think about that? But yes, sometimes you just go ahead and just pay the people, honey, and stop trying to save money. I mean, I get it. He done had like 4 or 5 kids this year. So I mean, I know he got a lot of expenses. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But first of all, if you got people working for you, go ahead and pay them, right? And also pay for an assistant, or he could pay me to be an assistant. I'll be glad to do it. I'll come a good rate. And I'll keep that house running as it need to be. Okay. So let's see what else we got going on here. So y'all already know this next topic is near and dear to my heart. So we're gonna take a look at what's going on. We had that furlough for the government workers. That was back in October, longest one in history. So as you probably recall, a few of the Democrats went ahead and sided with the Republicans, and they signed a continuing resolution to keep the government funded until like 30 or 31 January, right? So they still haven't gotten the documents, signed like with an actual budget. So they're either going to go ahead and get something signed, or they're going to do the continuing resolution. We don't know, right? But what we do know is that 30 January is coming real quick. So let's look at this real quick.
Congress will have to act in the new year to avoid another government shutdown, all while millions of Americans brace for an increase in how much they'll pay for health care. Fox 5's Sydney Persing is live on the Hill tonight with what you need to know. Sydney?
Katie, the most recent government shutdown, that was the longest in American history, and it's really hard to believe that just in a matter of weeks, we could be back in that mess again. Again, that shutdown lasted 43 days, and we know it was painful for millions of Americans and so many of our neighbors right here in the DMV. Food banks were overwhelmed, SNAP recipients left in limbo, and federal workers went without pay for so long. Well, that November deal to end the nightmare, it only funded the government through January 30th. January 1st is now on Thursday. Days ago, Congress adjourned for the holidays without making any obvious progress toward funding it any further. I asked George Washington University's Peter Loge what he thinks our viewers should prepare for now.
Odds are very good we're going to have another shutdown. Everybody I've talked to in the House and the Senate just says, well, of course we are. This isn't a theoretical, abstract political debate. This is real lives and real families in Northern Virginia, D.C., Maryland. This is federal workers. These aren't just high-level federal workers who make the news. These are folks who do the day-to-day work of government.
You'll remember that Democrats' main sticking point last time around was that they wanted an extension of health care subsidies. But after 43 days of Republicans refusing to negotiate, a handful of Democrats voted to reopen the government without an extension, which means, as you mentioned, starting in January now, millions of folks across the country are expected to see an increase in how much they pay for premiums each month. Loesch thinks that Democrats might again make that health care their sticking point this time around, thinking they might have enough leverage to get Republicans to the table. Some Democrats say it'll be too late by then, as Republicans work to settle on a health care plan too.
The bottom line is very clear. You can't do it after January 1st. Once it expires, the toothpaste is out of the tube.
We have to get into this game. We can't sit back and think that because Democrats have basically owned the healthcare message in polling over the last 15 years that we should not have a plan. We definitely need one.
And I'll mention, Katie, that after the government reopened, I interviewed a furloughed federal worker who was going back to work. It was her first day. And I asked her if she was excited to get back to work. And she said, sure, but that she was bracing for another shutdown on January 30th. She expected that's where we would be. Certainly, we will be waiting and watching closely to see if that's the case.
Thanks, Sydney.
All right, y'all. So, apparently, whoever their interview was saying they definitely think another shutdown is going to happen in January. Of course. Well, I guess we heard it first there, huh? So, yeah, I mean, some people are still, trying to get back on track from the last shutdown. So, I don't know, y'all. This shutdown, like I told someone, I'm not surprised. We're going to have several shutdowns during this administration. So, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what we got here in the chat real fast. So Mr. Lou says this healthcare situation is about to be madness. Oh, it is madness. I mean, I talked to my dad the other day, and he was saying that my mom's premiums have went up considerably. So he's reworking his budget. So I'm like, okay, I'm glad he let me know that. So I can start, providing some additional assistance down there to them. Because when you have these people who are on like fixed incomes, like retirees, your senior citizens, like these rates going up really impact them. Especially when, like, say if you're on Social Security, right? The rates for Social Security don't be going up that much, not to compare to the increase of what they're having to pay, for healthcare, plus other things that they need, to live off of, like, paying your car insurance, paying your homeowners insurance, and paying, all this other kind of stuff, right? So yeah, definitely need to get this healthcare thing under control. Now, from what I understand, I guess the Republicans are also looking into something. So I just hope that they're able to come together and, like, figure out something with this healthcare, because people really need health insurance, and we got to get these prices where it's manageable. Like somebody like me that's still working, I can work with an increase, you know what I'm saying? But for those who are on fixed incomes, they really do need to get these rates right, and not have these folks, on borderline poverty, if that makes sense. But let me keep going here. So we got the Stoic Man. Welcome to the live streams, the Stoic Man. Glad that you're here. He went back to our last video. He said Diggs is hooped. Pay her. Yeah, I mean, pay her for the services. He need to get that assistance so he's not dealing with these folks. Figure out him a part-time something. And yeah, and then I mean, this whole thing about the strangulation and all of that, I hope that's not true. But what's crazy to me is that this happened earlier in the month, and then she's just filing. She didn't take any pictures or anything like that. So it's like, I don't understand. If somebody, and the way they mentioned it, they said that he came into the room. I guess she was staying in his home, providing these services. Like he coming into the room, I would have been calling the police. Cause ain't no way you gonna strangulate me and think I ain't about to call somebody. And you talking about I thought so. No ma'am, no sir. I'm about to call somebody. I'm about to be around here taking some photos with a selfie in the mirror or something. You hear what I'm saying? Oh yes. No, 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 no. You couldn't, I don't know how that happened. I guess you're saying, well, hey, did you text anybody right away? I mean, and that's why, I'm gonna reserve my opinion until they get this settled. But it's just like, for me, I'm not gonna be waiting. No, I ain't waiting no time. I'm about to call the police right now. I'm gonna get me some pictures and some video of the damages of what how I've been harmed. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm not playing with this thing. So the Stogman says that really sucks for those people who are affected by the shutdown, but working in the public sector is a choice. That is true. It is a choice. And as we can see at this stage, I mean, these shutdowns are gonna be more frequent. In the past, it was like, you get you a government job and it was considered more secure, right? But under certain regimes, the shutdowns occur a lot more frequently than in others. So there you have it. So at this point, I mean, I know a lot of people, they don't like doing contract work because it's like, they're at the mercy of the contract being, awarded again. So I mean, at least with that, you kind of know, okay, the contract is good for 3 years or it's good for a year, and you can start kind of looking, for your next move. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You're right. These are choices. It really is, and people need to understand that for the next 3 years and maybe longer, be prepared for some shutdowns. You heard it here first. So then we got Lola. We have Lola here. How you doing, Miss Lola? Welcome to the live stream. Happy New Year to you as well. For those who are new here, please support the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. That's all the support I need. Thank you. Glad that you are all here. For those who are just watching and for those who are commenting, it's all support. Thank you. So we got the Stoic Man again saying increasing healthcare costs is related a lot of different factors. Name one thing the government is in charge of that runs efficiently. I'm with you. I don't know. I don't know of one. I get your point. I get your point, Mr. The Stoic Man. I get your point. So we have Travis Hall here. Welcome to the live stream and happy New Year to you as well. He said 100% agree. I don't know what I was talking about that you agreed with, but I appreciate you that you commented because we kind of went a little bit back and forth between a couple topics. But thank you for your for the support. He said 100% agree. So yes, y'all. So yes. So let me see what else we got going on here. I have to write down the order of stuff so I can keep things straight, y'all. I be trying to have some good things for us to look at here and keep the thing going. But I'll tell you what we're gonna do real quick. So since I got y'all here, we're gonna take a quick little commercial break. Okay. And we're going to do, this is New Year's, right? So I got a question for y'all. This or that, right? So what I want you guys to do, I'm gonna tell you a couple things, right? Let me go through these comments real quick. Oh, hold on. Okay, so let me just give y'all a disclaimer. YouTube removes or doesn't show me like some of the comments on the actual YouTube platform. So I do see on my streaming device here that there were other comments that I didn't see when I'm looking at this YouTube platform. So if I don't read your comment, it's not that I overlooked it. It's just that it's not showing it to me on my tablet. So I'm looking at my tablet, it's bigger, bigger words and stuff. So let me kind of go back real quick and see what I missed because on my stream, on my restream here, it tells me it shows everything, but it's on my phone and it's smaller. So let me go back. So Travis Host had said no, they wanted more subsidies for illegal immigrants. Okay. So okay, they wanted more subsidies for illegal immigrants. Okay. And then he also said Trump is trying. This is also Travis Holtz. Trump is trying to force the pharmaceutical companies to lower their prices. Yeah, I saw where he was successful, but getting the prices lowered. I think it was for like diabetic medications. I forgot what it was about a month ago, but I saw where he was successful in getting some certain medication prices lowered. I just don't recall what they are right now. But yes, and that's a good thing. Okay, did I miss anybody else comment? Okay, so I think I got caught up with all the comments that I didn't see before. But let me see something real quick. Let me see if I can find out real quick what were those medications that Mr. Trump was able to get reduced. 1 second, y'all. Y'all know how I be wanting to I be thinking about something, we wanting to know what it is. Let's see what medications was Trump able? And I think he was saying that he had started that process when he was in office the first time. Okay, let me see if I can find it out real quick. ChatGPT is good for something, y'all. Is there anything else going on here? So, okay. That's okay. The Stoic Man says that's drugs, though, not healthcare. Okay. It is a good thing, but different from healthcare. Got you. So when he was able to get reduced down for the lower prices was for the GLP-1, diabetes, and weight loss drugs, and then some drugs from Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk products. And I think there's a broader Medicare drug price negotiation program. I didn't know that. Okay. But yes, you're right. These are drugs being lowered down. Healthcare is different than drugs. I agree 100%. Let me go back on here so I can read better. Okay. So I think I am. Okay. I think I'm in sync with everything. Okay. So, but yeah, it is a good thing to get those drug prices down. But yeah, healthcare, like I said, with my parents saying how the prices have gone up, I'm like, oh my God. So I don't know what they're going to come up with, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what they come up with, y'all, because I think that all the new prices are in effect starting on tomorrow on 1 Jan. So, yeah. So, Mr. Lou says, I need to start putting y'all comments on the screen, y'all. When it's open season, I'm going to switch to the Don't Get Sick healthcare plan. Open season was I want to say open season was around the beginning of November. It started during the pandemic. Yeah, that's not the pandemic. Y'all, I keep saying pandemic. I need to be saying the furlough. So yes, they started the open season was during the furlough time. Yeah. So yes. So yeah. Yeah. Open season started during the furlough for the drugs, and that's why they were like really pushing. I guess try to get the prices to get that subsidy down, if you will, so they wouldn't have these costs go up, but didn't work out that way. And I guess they're gonna work together to as a bipartisan effort to figure out something with these prices. I'm really interested in seeing what they come up with, and also in seeing, how is that going to impact people who are already having to start paying these higher costs in January. You see what I'm saying, y'all? But let me get back. Let me get out my tangent, y'all. I know I need to take off this comment. 1 second. Okay, take that off. So the stoic man says, how much on average do they go up? That's a good question. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it on ChatGPT, y'all. Did the healthcare plans go up in 2026? Let's see what I can find out, because I do not know. Because okay, so okay, what I found out here for the ACA marketplace, that for states that ran their own exchanges, it went up about 17% average increase. On healthcare.gov, it went up 30% average increase. The other analysis determined like 20 to 18% premium increases. And that part of the increases are linked to the expected expiration of enhanced tax credits that end on today. So that is what I found on ChatGPT. So yeah, then they said that Medicare premiums went up between 9.6% to 9.7%, which is a lot higher than the Social Security cost of living increase, which is what I was talking about earlier, See, I didn't even know this at the time. But yeah, that's a lot for some people that's on a fixed income. Yes. So let me see what else y'all got going on here. Oh, we got Philly Vision here. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream, and Happy New Year. He said, Happy New Year, sis. May you and your family stay blessed and prosperous. Thank you so much. Same to you as well. Yes. We are just hanging out here. Let me see what we got here. So the Stoic Man, let me put my YouTube back on. So when y'all see me looking like this, because I'm really trying to look at this small phone screen to read, that's why I be leaning in like that, for those who weren't aware. So the Stoic Man says, wow, those are big increases. What is the average payment per month? Now that I don't know. Let me see if ChatGPT can tell me. Let's see. I'm sure it varies, but let's see. What is the average payment per month? Let's see. That's a good question. I know my dad was saying that theirs was like $163 per month for each person. So, but I'm not, I think they have Blue Cross Blue Shield. Let's see. What can I find real quick here? I know this can't be right. I know this can't be right. Okay, this is before subsidies. Okay, so, they're saying, I'm a little floored, y'all, if you can't tell. So they're saying that for the individual ACA, that's Affordable Care Act, the marketplace plans, they said that the bronze plan is about $573 per month. The silver plan is about $752 per month, and platinum plans average about $1,012 per month. Now they were saying that after the federal tax credits, they would pay a lot less, right? But they're not going to have the federal tax credit starting tomorrow, January the 1st. But they're saying that it could be a lot less. So I guess I really don't, I can't see, I don't really can't see here. Medicare Part B is $202.90 per month, and Medicare Part D is $46.50 per month. So I don't know if that's even helpful. These are just. Can you talk louder? Oh, you guys can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me? Let me see something. Nobody has complained about that, right? Okay. Am I talking low, y'all? Somebody give me some more feedback. 'Cause I don't know if that's just um this person's device, or is it really me not being loud enough? Okay. So no sound. Oh, okay, Mr. Hard to Please guy. That's a cute name. I think that's just you, sir. But I appreciate you being here. Thank you for supporting the live stream. Mr. Lou says, we can hear you fine. Thank you. Then we have the Stoic Man saying the Bible's good on my end. Maybe you are just talking to me. Nope. Sounds like Mr. Lou can hear you, can hear me as well. So his name is Mr. Hard to Please. So maybe that's part of his thing, right? Because if you guys can hear me, he should be able to hear me, unless it's just something going on with his phone or whatever. So Mr. Hard to Please guy says, oh wait, my volume was off. No problem. No problem at all. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the live stream. No problem at all. Okay, so let me go back. So the Sorg Man said, interesting. Yeah, this Mr. Sorg Man, I'm not sure if I just found these prices hard to believe. Yeah, I would have to I'll have to ask my dad. Like, he told me for him and my mom it's 163 per person. So I don't know exactly what kind of plan they have, anything like that, but it just told me, the what their new amount is. So, but yes. Okay, so what I was gonna do, y'all, we're gonna do this or that real quick. So I'm gonna we're going into 2026, y'all. So hold on. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna call out two things, right? And let me see what we can do, how we can do it. So you can either say this or that. Um, hold on. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do one round, okay? So the first round is New Year's vibes, okay? So I'm gonna call out one or two things, right? And I want you to tell me what's your vibe, okay? So round one, New Year's vibes, okay? So are you gonna stay in, or are you gonna go out tonight? Staying in or going out? What's the vibe? Let me see if y'all put anything in the chat. Staying in or going out? This or that? Now, what I'm doing is I'm staying in. Like I had said before, I really don't be going out for New Year's Eve anymore. I did back in the day. I would, when I was living in San Antonio, I would go to Atlanta and wherever else. Um, Go to these like little parties. It wasn't even that fun, honestly. But one year I did go see the Peach Drop in Atlanta. Um, but no, as of late, in the last maybe the last 4 or 5 years, I just be staying at home. Like, I went and got me some what they call it, some prosecco, and I got a nice little cheese tray. I'm be chilling. Yes. So I'm staying in. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat here. So the Sorg Man says he's staying in. Okay. Hard to please guy says depends on you. Well, I'm staying in, Mr. Hard to please. Mr. Lou says staying in. It's super flu season. Yes, I heard that there's some type of illness going around that's like worse than COVID, or either it's like the flu and COVID combined, something like that. Maybe that's the super flu. Um, Hard to please, I will do whatever makes you happy. Okay. Very nice of you. Lou says, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yes, please do that. I'll be forgetting. What else we got here? Okay, so we got the Sorg Man saying that healthcare is a business. It's sad when people are getting rich because of other people's illness or misfortunes. That is true. Yeah, that's true. I don't have nothing else to say to that. Wait a minute. What else we got here? I missed a couple comments. So, hard to please, guys. Are you still single? You seem rich and polite, so I would marry you. What are you doing for New Year's Eve? I am doing this for New Year's Eve. Yes. So the next this or that we got is champagne toast or mocktails. Which one is it? I already told you I'm doing a champagne toast. Well, with Prosecco. Champagne toast or mocktails. What is your vibe? Let's see. Uh-oh, the Sorg Man is doing tequila. I know that's right. Nothing wrong with that. I'm doing my little Prosecco. Yes. Hard to please said he's doing toast with butter. You can't drink toast with butter. Hard to please guy. Lord. You cannot do toast. You cannot drink that. We're talking either champagne or mocktails. In the case of the Sorg Man, he is doing tequila, which I do love margaritas. I do. All right. So let's see what else we got for our little third, this or that. Countdown at home or city fireworks? What is it? What is your vibe? If I would have been in Texas, I would have been hearing all kind of fireworks right now. Yes. Let's see. What y'all got? Countdown at home or city fireworks? Let's see. Countdown. Let's see. Countdown at home. Y'all, I'm trying to type this in. Okay. This or that. Okay. I'm going to be doing the countdown at home, as you guys have guessed. Okay, so hard to please guys going to have some prune juice. That'll be good. Lou says this year's 2025 to 2026 flu season is seeing a surge in activity, mainly by an aggressive new influenza strain, which appeared after vaccine formulation. Okay. All right. Hard to please guys says you are my fireworks. All right. Lou says he's doing countdown at home. And then we have Tyrone Thompson here. Hey, welcome to the live stream, Mr. Thompson. He's at Savannah, Georgia, Libra. Happy New Year. All right. Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you for being here. Yes. All right. So, what else we got here? Okay. So, are we going to do pajamas by 10 or are we doing still dressed at midnight? So, what is the vibe? I don't know yet because depending on how long I'm on this live with y'all, clearly I still got on my day clothes. So if I'm still on this live, it'll be the day clothes. But if I'm done with the live, depending on depending on the activity here, that'll be in my pajamas. Because I thought about doing pajamas for this, but I am doing a live stream in the morning. So I'm probably gonna have on pajamas for that. We'll see. We will see, y'all. Let's see something here. What y'all got here? Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. So let me see. Y'all chatting up in here today. So I done cut off my stuff. Let me get it back on real quick. Here we go. So Lou is doing PJs. Tyrone says, hell, we can't see each other. Do it like you like it. You know what? Let me put that on here. I like that comment. You right. And then we got hard to please guy, Lord. We got hard to please trying to troll me, I think. He says, Victoria's Secrets. Okay, Lord. All right, hard to please. So we got G Love here, 3005. Welcome to the live stream. Happy New Year to you. We love you here in Canada. Thank you. I have never been to Canada. I am hoping to get there in 2026. I want to go to Canada. I want to also go see Niagara Falls too. So I'm gonna write all my places down because if I write things down, I'm more willing to get it done. Instead of me being in my day to day, I need to start making sure I schedule things and planning. So yes. Um, Lord, we got hard to please guy saying that I'm not trolling. Okay, hard to please guy, you not trolling then. Okay. All right. So we got hard to please, not trolling. All right, y'all. So I made a mistake. I went ahead. He says I'm transitioning. Oh, okay. You transitioning? Okay. As a matter of fact, I do have a story that's related to that. So stick around. We're gonna get to it eventually. Where is it at? Okay. So I have some funny videos. We're gonna just go ahead and pivot here. Okay. So I want to show y'all this first one. And so this is like the one I'm about to show y'all. You gonna think that it's like somebody like doing a skit, but it's like real. Okay. So I'm gonna let you guys see this video first, and then I'm gonna tell you what I found out about it, on the TikTok, okay? Let me get this going.
My wife left me. Initially, I thought it was a joke. I never wanted to make this video. Now, this thing has joked me, honestly. What is the time now? This baby has been crying. This is what she is feeding on. This is what she is feeding on. My wife left me for over 4 days now, 4 to 5 days now. And I was even thinking she's joking. Can you believe? Left a 3 months baby, 3 months baby with me. How am I supposed to do with this? How am I supposed to take care of this little girl? This is just 3 months old baby. And we got married last year. Just last year we got married. She is already tired. Why? Just because of a little misunderstanding. Little misunderstanding. Look at what is going on. What did I even do to her? Just a little misunderstanding. And she left. My wife left.
Let me pause that, y'all. Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, y'all. So that was serious. He was real. He was really serious, y'all. So apparently, from what I gathered, because he did several other videos too, right? This man had tried to let me put this a little bit closer. Okay. So this man is talking about his wife made him a single dad, okay? And so what happened was, according to what they're saying in the comments, because the wife did do a post of her own. So while she was pregnant, he was cheating on her. Okay. She asked him to stop. He continued, and then he continued cheating on her after she had the baby. So what she did was is she left her husband with the baby and went back to her family. They're somewhere over there in Africa, right? So I guess like he said in the video, he's like, oh, I didn't think that she was serious. She been gone like 3-4 days. You know what I'm saying? And so I guess he realized like this lady ain't coming back. So he actually did all these videos like, y'all, my wife's TikTok is this right here. Can you guys tell her to come back home and da 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 da, right? And so that's why she went and did her own little post or whatever. I couldn't find that. So then he went to the lady's family home because she went back to her family. Like, and so he showed up there at the family home with the baby. And her brother told him that he need to go and take that baby with him. Okay. So he ended up going back with the baby to his home. And then apparently the family reached out to the dude's brother and said, hey, we want to give you back the bride price. So I guess over there, when you get married, the groom gives the family what's called a bride price, I guess. They're like, no, we're gonna give you that back. So she can be free. So she posted a video of herself like free out there, enjoying her life. Okay. And so he around here talking about he don't know what to do with no 3-month-old. So yeah. And so what you see a lot of people on TikTok like telling him the same thing that they're telling him the same comments that a lot of single mothers get. When they get online talking about being a single parent, like you should have chose better, stuff like that. So they're kind of trolling them a little bit, I would say, or they're pretending to like support him, but they really not. They making fun of him. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to find his original post. He not even on TikTok no more. So I just found the video from someone else like reacting to it. The dude was reacting to it in that top corner you saw. But like, yeah, I thought that was hilarious because that lady done did a Uno reverse, as they say. So she didn't leave with her baby. She left the baby with the baby daddy and went on by her way to my look, dude. I'm over here. You can get this bride price back. I want to be free of you, and you can raise this child. That's pretty much what she on. So and then he was saying that he didn't want to get divorced, that it's a misunderstanding. So people keep saying a misunderstanding and not really stating what the misunderstanding is, that they probably at fault for something, right? So that's not a misunderstanding when you cheating on your wife and she done found out and then told you to stop while she was pregnant and you still kept doing it. And after she done had the baby, you still doing it. That's not a misunderstanding, sir. But I digress. So let's move on to the next. Oh, hold on. Let me see what you got here in the chat. Oh, we got hard to please here. Saying, I think you like Tyrone more than me. And then we got him saying he should make a YouTube channel. He thinks God bless to you next year. Oh, we got Darius Smiley back. To my girl, you look a mess. So do you. So I guess you're in good company. We're going to look a mess together going into 2026. How about that, Darius Smiley? Yes, he's back. Yeah, when people when you got it going on, people try to attack your looks, honey. When they can't find nothing else to talk about, they try hard, and he reaching and he cannot reach because I know I look good. Okay, so and you know it too. That's why you back on my live stream looking at me, sir. Okay, that's why you here. That's right. Because guess what? If I didn't look good, you'll be looking at somebody else and not giving me these watch hours by sitting here looking at me on the screen talking. So you can continue looking if you want to. How about that? How about that, sir? It's giving broke Paris trip. Have you been to Paris? Because I went a couple years ago and had a marvelous time. Have you ever been? Because I'm not giving Paris here. I'm giving Sun Fashionista because I wear what I want. And as a matter of fact, a lot of people in Paris don't even wear they don't even wear berets like that when you go over there. That's how I know you have not been there, Mr. Darius. Yes. I went to Paris and stayed there about a week, honey. And I didn't even wear a beret while I was there. Have you been, sir? Please let us know in the chat, Mr. Darius. Have you been to Paris? Have you? Can you afford to go? But let me leave him alone. Tyrone says, yes, you do. Thank you, Tyrone. Let's keep it going. I know he wants I know that he wants my attention, y'all, because he doesn't get any attention. I know that. So let's keep going. I will let him continue to write things in the chat to help my algorithm. So let's go to the next video. 1 second, y'all. Y'all saw that?
I would love to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, y'all saw that. Lord, that man was sitting up there. He was getting it. But once he got on that ground and could not get back up, oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. He was doing his thing though. He was doing his thing, but he just could not get back up. Okay. But yeah, shout out to him. Yes. Like you know how he kind of got on that one knee and tried to get back up quick. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So that was funny. I like that. What we got here? We got Darius saying, ain't nothing fashion about that outfit, girl. Girl, you ain't been to nobody Paris. Actually, I have been. I went on a European Odyssey. I went to Europe for a month. And I went to Paris, Rome, Venice, Prague, and Amalfi Coast. I sure did. So you must be new here, sir. Check out my page and you will see the photos. Yeah. So Anon G, welcome to the live stream, says Paris, Texas. I have never been to Paris, Texas, but I have heard of it. But I never made it to Paris, Texas while I lived there. Did not make it there. So Lou, you know what, is laughing, saying he almost made it. Yeah, he almost did make it back up, but hey, once you get that age on you, you can't just get back up that quick, So yes. Let's see what else we got. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and play this next one. And y'all let me, when I play the next one, give me your thoughts regarding the topic. Let's get into it.
What you guys think is fellas, because I feel like the women get their body done because they want to look good for their partners. So is it out of style to y'all, BBLs?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you have to. There are natural. Now the women are getting the very natural looking BBLs, but the OG BBLs, the big wide bodies. Think of it like the wide body Chevy.
Okay.
You remember the wide body? If you see a wide body Chevy, it's a classic. It's an old school.
Yeah.
And guess what? We still will drive that car.
Yep.
Okay. And that's the same thing with the older BBLs. The original little leg, wide booty BBL BBLs. Those are the ones that look old, outdated, and cheap.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But now the way that science has progressed,
Yep, you got
they
it.
are
Science,
they
yes.
are
Come on.
they are taking the fat, my brother,
He has really
Uh-huh.
studied
and
this.
cupping the booty
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
so well
Mhm.
that the BBL will prevail. Man.
Come on now.
Oh!
Come on.
Hashalala.
Release them. Yes.
1,
Yes.
2.
I can't even follow it.
Yes, sir.
I don't even know what else to say. I do agree with her. I think that they are a bit out of date, but I do understand women, they get older. They used to have that body that they didn't have to work out for at all. And they go and get it done and, tuck here, tuck there, lip there. I'm not mad at anybody trying to do anything for their bodies. But I do like the fact that the younger generation is going 90s fine. Like, hey, this is how I came out. I'm bad. Because that's the only thing with the BBL. Before that, you had to be blessed with that. You had to be blessed. So those women that were built like that were unicorns. Now we've gotten so used to seeing it. And I just, for the ladies, like, you going to be fire regardless. I've seen women like they got incredibly fire faces and then they go slapping all of that on them. It kind of takes away from what God gave you. But I mean, to each his own.
Yeah, I think it's totally out of style. I think it's so played out. I could never afford one. So I definitely think it's out of style. Okay, it's out of style. Let's stop it right now.
What's in style, Kiki?
Big. Everybody need to be big. That's what's in style. Okay. Yes. Let me say something. We've been the same since the 90s. Ain't nothing changed about big people. We all look the same shapes. We are in style. We all 4 seasons. Everybody is not supposed to look the same.
No.
That's what pisses me off about a BBL.
Yeah.
Everybody look the same. Like so we all coming out the same. No, we need a variety.
Yes.
Somebody need to be skinny. Somebody need to be fat,
Yes.
short. It just add personality to the world.
So what y'all thought about what he had to say? He said the BBL will prevail. Lord. But yeah, I saw okay, Classic Rebel. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here, girl. Yes. She says, I love my BBL. I don't care what anybody say. I heard that. Yes, ma'am. I'm sure you look good with it too. Yes. But when I heard that man say the BBL will prevail, I said, Lord, I got to share that with y'all. Yes. And that lady, she is pretty. I mean, she might be what they call a BBW, but she is pretty. Very much so. And I love how she had her hair and all that. And the makeup was fire. Yes, it was. Yes. So what y'all thought about the clip? We got Louis Norway. He's laughing. And we got Woodchucker Caleb. Hey, Woodchucker Caleb. Welcome to the live stream. Yes. Happy New Year to you. Yes. We are hanging out here for New Year's Eve. But I just showed the clip of with the guys talking about the BBL thing. But the BBL will prevail. But they were just talking about, I guess I didn't know that there was like an OG BBL and then like I guess the one they said that looks more, natural, if you will. So they made a distinction in that video. So that's what's up. But yeah, there's a young lady a few years ago. She's out of Dallas and she got one in Austin. And I promise you, I would not have thought that she had gotten anything done because it looked so natural. That was probably the best one I've seen, like where somebody said, "Hey, I got this done," and I was like, "Okay, she looked nice with it." You couldn't have told me that that wasn't like her being born looking like that, if that makes sense. But I have seen other people where it's kind of obvious. So this depends on, I guess, who you go to, what you get, and who does it, right? So Woodchucker Caleb says, hello, everyone. And he said, hi, hey. Yes. So what else we got? Am I missing? Let me see. Am I missing anything on here? Make sure I'm not missing anybody's comment. Okay, I think I got everybody's comment taken. Yes. Yes. Okay, so Mr. Lou says it was never an OG BBL versus new BBL. The issue is you have to go to the right doctor. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yep, go to the right doctor, and then you gotta do all that aftercare too, from what I'm seeing. Because I had a family member who just got a BBL done last month, and she's talking about like all the protein she's been eating, the working out, all of that, the massages. So yeah, a lot goes into it. So yeah, okay. So let's keep going. What else we got here? Okay. Now this right here that I'm about to show y'all, this is just insane. But let's get into it.
Hold up, man. What you got in your pants? Don't put that big. What's it up?
Oh y'all, I need to get this to switch back. Hold on. Here we go.
What you mean, ma'am? This ain't nothing. This is how. This a tumor.
No,
it's a tumor. This is a tumor.
I'm sorry, y'all.
You're not gonna.
I'm not sure why it's switching to the small screen.
I do think I do agree with her. I think that they are a bit out of date, but I do understand.
I had to go back a little bit.
Women,
sorry, y'all.
You know, they get older. They used to have that body that they didn't have to work out for at all. And they go and get it done and, you know, tuck here, tuck there, lip there. I'm not mad at anybody trying to do anything for their bodies. But I do like the fact that the younger generation is going 90s fine. Like, hey, this is how I came out. I'm bad. Because that's the only thing with the BBL. Before that, you had to be blessed with that. You had to be blessed. So those women that were built like that were unicorns. Now we've gotten so used to seeing it. And I just, you know, for the ladies, like, you know, you gonna be fire regardless. I've seen women like they got incredibly fire faces and then they go slapping all of that on them. It kind of takes away from what God gave you. But I mean, to each his own.
Yeah, I think it's totally out of style. I think it's so played out. I could never afford one. So I definitely think it's out of style. Okay, it's out of style. Let's stop it right now.
What's in style, Kiki?
Big. Everybody need to be big. That's what's in style. Okay. Yes. Let me say something. We've been the same since the 90s. Ain't nothing changed about big people. We all look the same shapes. We are in style. We all 4 seasons. Everybody is not supposed to look the same.
No.
That's what pisses me off about a BBL.
Yeah.
Everybody look the same. Like so we all coming out to say, no, we need a variety.
Yes.
Somebody need to be skinny. Somebody need to be fat, short. It just add personality to the world.
Okay, y'all. It's coming.
Hold up, man. What you got in your pants? Don't put that big. What's it up?
What you mean, ma'am? This ain't nothing. This is how. This a tumor. This a tumor. This is a tumor. You're not gonna tell me, ma'am. Ma'am, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be touching me. You know security where this Dollar Tree. You don't move out the way for this little $1.25.
You go to jail then.
Baby, listen, I go to jail, ma'am. Move out my way because you is not supposed to be touching me. You can lose your job. You can lose your job. You can lose your job. You better not touch me no more. Worry about what I got on me. Whatever. Go call security.
Ooh, child. Y'all see that? Y'all saw what she had in the front of her pants. Like, she got them thin shorts. Like, yeah. But she say it's a tumor. Okay. She said it's a tumor. Lord help me. Lord help me. And that lady was saying on business, like, look, you know, hold on, we gotta call security. And I'm thinking, like, I don't see no I have not seen security at the Dollar Tree. I just went to Dollar Tree yesterday. Then let's see, just go ahead and get out the way, ma'am. Lord. My. Let me see what y'all talk about here in this chat. So Woodchucker Caleb says to put your body through all that to keep up with style, not a fan. Yeah, I mean, because it's definitely painful, according to what my family member said. It was very painful. I mean, she's had several kids and C-sections, and And that was painful to her. So I know she got a high tolerance for pain that I do not have. Okay. But yeah. But she's very pleased with her results so far. So I mean, to each their own, right? Woodchucker Caleb is laughing. He said she wouldn't be talking like that if she was all Botox out. She wouldn't have nothing to fight with. Oh. Lou, you know it says, why that lady stealing? I'm trying to figure out what was she stealing at the Dollar Tree. And then saying she got a tumor. Like right in the front of her, right in her abdomen area, you got this little square thing that she trying to take. I'm like, lady, okay. So it's a tumor. You better get out of here. I'm like, okay, girl. But like when I be at the train station and stuff, I see all these kids like jumping the turnstile, not paying. And one day, a couple weeks ago, they did it like right there where the people be sitting at, like monitoring stuff. They did it like right there. They just jumped over and kept going. Them people looked at them and they kept doing what they were doing. They like, you know what? They don't get paid enough to be doing all that, right? So I get it. Like some people just like, you know what? I don't get paid enough. I'm not finna go out my way over that $5 or $2 whatever it is fair. It's $2.50 fair, honey. But yeah, so Tyrone said that's too funny. I know, right? I said, let me go ahead and get this, say this for y'all. Cause that lady was like, man, what is you doing? And she just walked right up on out of there. Okay. So what else we got? So this is a collage here of cooking accidents that I thought was funny. So let's get into that, y'all. All I can say is that safety alert. I don't condone all this, but be safe in the kitchen.
Catch it.
You got your camera on? Huh?
Don't touch me, sir.
It only costs $35 to
Sir?
bust this man in the mouth.
Sir, who are you?
None of your business.
And what do you have? Why are you touching me? Don't touch me. This is assault right now. And we'll call the police if you don't let go.
Good. Let's get him down here.
Your son's facing some pretty serious charges, and you seem to be back in business now. In a new place where people don't know you. We'd like to...
Don't you dare attempt to go in my business. Don't you dare. Now you better get your and get it gone before that man gets here.
Well, we'll be calling police, and you'll be arrested for assault, sir. You just punched me in the
You're
face.
trying to get in. No
Sir,
one
you were holding the door.
No one invited you in there.
And you didn't tell us not to go in either. And you just punched me in the face.
Yeah, and I'm gonna punch you.
Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't stop it after the other one with the cooking incident. Sorry. I was trying to multitask. But yeah, so on this last one, this was a mess. That man was like holding him like, do you got the camera going? Oh, Lord. Like people, y'all have got to not fall for this stuff. Then the man tried to go into the facility, into the man business, and he done hit him in the face. And like, dude, do you not know you can get this gonna be this man business soon? You right here hitting people like this. You know what I'm saying? My goodness. So, and then with the cooking stuff, so I think Lou, you know, was talking about something about a thong I saw. Okay, because it didn't show on YouTube, it's showing here. Bro, why bro had on a thong? I don't even know which one that was. Yes. But my goodness, yeah. Yes. I mean, I felt for them people. I mean, you around here trying to cook an egg and then you trying to save one and then you lose all of the eggs. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on in that cooking video. And then with this last one with that man talking about, you know, his son and stuff. Lord, Lord have mercy. He walked what Louis, you know what I said? That's the true definition of you walked into that one. He sure did walk into it. Well, sir, you about to what do you say? You know, I'm about and he told him to call the police. Police gonna really be showing up now, sir, on you. Now I can play it again, but it's gonna probably play a little bit of the other one since I can't really like just go from video to video. So I'll play it again, but it's gonna play another one before that, more than likely. So 1 second.
Then my head hit the wall.
1 second. That's why I don't like doing replays. But let me see what I can do. Give me a second. I'll do this one. 1 second, y'all. So it's gonna show a little bit of the okay. 1 second, y'all. So we're gonna have to go back because of the way I have it set up, I just can't go video to video. So it's gonna go beyond that. So I'll play it this time, but next time just rewind the live stream a little bit to go back and see stuff. So 1 second.
You're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be touching me.
Security.
You know, you know security around this Dollar Tree. You don't move out the way for this little $1.25.
You go to jail then.
Baby, listen, I go to jail, man. Move out my way.
You go to
Because
jail.
you is not supposed to be touching me. You can lose your job. You can lose your job. You can lose your job. You better stop touching me no more. Worry about what I got on me. Whatever. Go call security.
Catch it.
Woo! Okay, so we got it replayed, y'all. Lord have mercy. Homegirl had the little bird in the skillet. Lord have mercy. Mm. Then the dude that ain't had no clothes on trying to cook something. Lord, Lord, Lord. My, my, my. My, my, my. So, so what y'all think about that video? I mean, I see y'all laughing here. But yeah, I think the one that really got me was the bird in the skillet. That was a lot. That bird in the skillet, okay? The eggs, but I mean, I guess I know it had to hurt, especially with that man who ain't had no clothes on and he had this hit him and all that. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna have to replay the next one, which was the reporter, because I got everything in sequence here. So let's go ahead and replay that one. We're gonna keep it going. Okay, we got Miss Smiley here. How you doing, Miss Smiley? Welcome to the live stream. Glad that you're here. Okay, well, you have a good evening as well. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for showing up.
You got your camera on? Huh?
Don't touch me, sir.
It only costs $20 to $35 to
Sir?
bust this man in the mouth.
Sir, who are you?
None of your business.
Then what do you have? Why are you touching? Don't touch me. This is assault right now, and we'll call the police if you don't let go.
Good. Let's get him down here.
Your son's facing some pretty serious charges, and you seem to be back in business now, in a new place where people don't know you. We'd like to...
Don't you dare attempt to go in my business. Don't you dare. Now you better get your and get it gone before that man gets here.
Well, we'll be calling police, and you'll be arrested for assault, sir. You just punched me in the face.
You're trying to get in. No
Sir,
one
you were holding the door.
No one invited you in there.
And you didn't tell us not to go in either. And you just punched me in the face.
Yeah, and I'm gonna punch you.
Lord, that man wasn't playing. That man was not playing. Somebody, I didn't tell you to come in my business. You better get your stuff for that man get here. My, y'all. My. So, Lou, you know it says, laughing like I can watch the reporter at least 10 times. Lord. Mm-mm. So let me show y'all this last one. And for context, this person is doing some hygiene stuff, okay? In case you don't quite figure out up front what's going on here. So Lou says, don't you dare. That's exactly what he said then. Don't you dare. Yes, honey. Let me show y'all this last one.
Then my head hit the wall. Boom. Down the wall, and as I came to,
Uh-oh, you okay?
all of my bodily fluids were doing their own thing, and I was dying. But I had a praying grandmother. I almost died.
Okay, y'all. So that was not the last one I thought it was. My bad. That one was a funeral procession. So I'm gonna try to replay it with proper context now. But yeah, they had these women hanging out the car and they ended up, breaking hard, and one of them flew out the car, y'all. So let's try to get this replayed. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we're gonna see a little bit of the reporter video, right? But then we're gonna go right into the procession one. Let's get into it.
Don't you dare. Now you better get your and get it gone before that man gets here.
Well, we'll be calling police, and you'll be arrested for assault, sir. You just punched me in the face.
You're trying to get in. No
Sir,
one
you were holding the door.
No one invited you in there.
And you didn't tell us not to go in either. And you just punched me in the face.
Yeah, and I'm gonna punch you.
Then my head hit the wall. Boom. Down the wall, and as I came to,
Uh-oh, you okay?
all of my bodily fluids were doing their own thing, and I was dying. But I had a praying grandmother. I almost died. Then
My. I'm surprised she was able to get up after she done flew out that car like that and hit that car in front of them. Do y'all see that? My. Mm. I mean, that's why they say to wear a seatbelt, right? So, yes. So the next one is the one I was trying to tell y'all about with the personal hygiene thing. So we got Lou laughing with the tears. Yes, I thought that was hilarious. I mean, considering, okay? So let's keep it going. y'all. So who just be doing that kind of stuff at the job? Like who just gonna be sitting behind the counter clipping their toenails at the job? And y'all, that's in Crofton, Maryland. So that's in South Maryland over there. I want to say in PG County. Yes, I have. I've been to Crofton. Yeah, I want to say when I first moved here last year, I was in South Maryland for a bit, and I went to Crofton, Maryland to get some stuff done. But yeah, at the Dunkin' Donuts in Crofton, Maryland, who? Why are you at your job behind the counter doing this? And that was probably somebody who was a patron of the store that saw this. Yes. So Lou did the vomiting space, and then he also was that in PG County. Yes, that was in PG County. I'm pretty sure Crofton is in PG County. Let me confirm real quick. Let me confirm. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me get this off. Yes, 1 second, y'all. I'm pretty sure Crofton is in PG County. It's Crofton in PG County. I'm typing this out. Let's see what they say. They said that Crofton is in Arundel County, not Prince George's. So I stand corrected. So it's in Arundel County. Okay. I did not realize that. Okay, so they said it's in Arundel County. All right. Close enough though. Yes, y'all. Tyrone said the eyelash is about to come off on the left. Is it? Let's see. Let's see what we got going on. Yes, we'll see. I can't tell. Well, you know what? If it come off, then it just coming off. That's all I got, y'all, as far as that's concerned. But yes, I had some Lou says, laugh out loud, Tyrone. That's a shadow. Thank you, Lou. Because I could not see myself, so I can't tell. I cannot tell. So what else we got here? So I had some other ones that I wanted to show y'all, but it was on my other thing. Yeah, let me pull it back up and I can try to fast forward through it. But before we do that, let's go back to this real quick. 1 second, y'all. I didn't get to finish my this or that, okay? So are we watching the ball drop? Or are we gonna be asleep before 12? Which one? What are we doing? Watching the ball drop or sleep before 12? I don't know if I'm watching the ball drop, but I'm probably gonna be still up. This or that. Uh-oh. What are we doing? Are we gonna watch the ball drop or are we gonna be asleep by 12? By the new year. Tyrone said high expectations only. Okay. He said, okay, Lou said he just gonna be up. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just be up too then. Lou says hi. Okay, for those who are watching, can you please support the channel by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing if you feel the need to do so. It's appreciated. Okay. So what else I got? Hold on. So for 2026, are we gonna be doing slow and steady? Or are we gonna be all gas, no brakes? What is gonna be our mood, our way forward for 2026? Slow and steady or all gas, no brakes? I think I'm going to be all gas, no brakes. What about y'all? Okay, I'll play some more videos. I got a few more. But question, are we gonna be slow and steady in 2026? Or are we gonna be all gas, no brakes? What we thinking? What we thinking, y'all? He said gas, gas, gas. All right. So, okay, I got a few more videos. Okay, let me just go back. Hopefully, I can get it right where I'm not replaying too much of what we had before.
And Jessica, yeah, the private chef filing the police report a couple of weeks ago. Now, according to her, she...
1 second, y'all. I got to figure out how to move this forward a little bit. So Tyrone says slow and steady always gets the job done. That works too. Okay, 1 second, y'all.
Diggs would only...
How do we get this on the main thing here? That's why I should have just kept it going. Okay, here we go. 1 second. Okay, so we might see a little bit of that government shutdown combo, but it shouldn't be that much. So, yes, let's keep it going.
For now.
Odds are very good we're going to have another shutdown. Everybody I've talked to in the House and the Senate just says, well, of course we are. This isn't a theoretical, abstract political debate. This is real lives and real families in Northern Virginia, D.C., Maryland. This is federal workers. These aren't just high-level federal workers who make the news. These are folks who do the day-to-day work of government.
You'll remember that Democrats' main sticking point last time around was that they wanted an extension of health care subsidies. But after 43 days of Republicans refusing to negotiate, a handful of Democrats voted to reopen the government without an extension, which means, as you mentioned, starting in January now, millions of folks across the country are expected to see an increase in how much they pay for premiums each month. Loesch thinks that Democrats might again make that health care their sticking point this time around, thinking they might have enough leverage to get Republicans to the table. Some Democrats say it'll be too late by then, as Republicans work to settle on a health care plan too.
The bottom line is very clear. You can't do it after January 1st. Once it expires, the toothpaste is out of the tube.
We have to get into this game. We can't sit back and think that because Democrats have basically owned the healthcare message in polling over the last 15 years that we should not have a plan. We definitely need one.
And I'll mention, Katie, that after the government reopened, I interviewed a furloughed federal worker who was going back to work. It was her first day. And I asked her if she was excited to get back to work. And she said, sure, but that she was bracing for another shutdown on January 30th. She expected that's where we would be. Certainly, we will be waiting and watching closely to see if that's the case.
Thanks, Sydney.
Okay, y'all, it's coming.
The future class system will be based upon literacy, critical thinking skills, and your analytical ability. It's going to be based on intelligence. It's not going to be based on money, because when you got niggas that can make $1 trillion, what is money? What is it? It's not real. It's not based on anything. It's just numbers in a computer. If everything is going to go digital and we're going to live in a cashless society, then what is money? All you are is a goddamn couple of hacks away from having $1 million yourself if it's just numbers. So the future of the class system will be predicated upon education, which is why they're trying to make education inaccessible. Which is why they fill your timelines. They love AI. And the reason why they love AI is because it makes you stupid. It's like you've substituted. There's many things in life you can substitute. Okay? If you don't want to do the laundry, you can hire somebody to do the laundry. If you don't want to cook and clean, you can hire somebody to cook and clean. You cannot hire somebody to think for you.
Absolutely not.
You cannot hire somebody to make decisions for you.
Absolutely not.
You have basically rejected your own independence and humanity. And you'll believe anything they say. First of all, Nicki Minaj. Have you seen Nicki fucking Minaj pre any of this shit? Did you see what she looked like? Man, she would have to be low on the streets if ICE was creeping.
In the Bronx hiding out.
She could be in the Bronx hiding the fuck out. Living about the old dirty Chinese restaurant, nigga. Fuck wrong with her? This is listen, this is the desperation. This is where they will put you, bro. They will put you in a position of humiliation. They don't give a fuck because they know they hold all the cards. You want to play these games? It all comes back to you. And it's all wrestling. It's all WWE anyway.
My. So what y'all think about what he had to say about the AI and how that I guess with people using AI, they're losing their ability to think, so to speak. What y'all think about what his speech was? I mean, I know folks who use AI for everything. Like they type in the basic prompts and then they just going off what AI produced for them. What y'all think? So Lou says, laugh out loud, and these kids can't write in cursive. So how they going to sign anything? Like a check. I mean, we don't get that many checks these days. So everything I get be direct deposit for the most part. So yeah. What do y'all think about his message? Let me see what we got going on in here. So I don't know what pics you are referring to, Lou. So I don't have any pics to show. I'm not sure what you're referring to with the pics. But next up, we got this story about Shaq and what he's doing for someone that's like 7'4". So yeah, let's get into that, y'all. Let me keep this going. Oh, let me see what Lou says. He says, I think you're smart. AI can enhance your perspective. If you're not smart, AI makes you dependent. Okay. I can see that. It definitely can give you some insight if you know how to use it. That's true. So Lou said, oh, Nikki pics. Oh, I don't have any old Nikki pics, but whatever I don't think he's shown any on his video. So yeah. But let's go on to the next video here. He said, oh, okay, can't sign a contract. I mean, the only thing you're gonna have to probably sign at this stage is like all the documents for buying a house. Because even with contracts, a lot of times those are done electronically. At least when I haven't had to do them. So, but I guess there may be some where they do require wet signature. But let's go on to this next video real fast.
Finally tonight, NBA Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal, 7'1", is trying to get Jordan Wilmore, 7'3", to pass. Not a basketball, a police exam. O'Neal, a reserve officer himself, has thrown his support behind Wilmore, who was profiled earlier this year by our Steve Hartman. When Shaquille O'Neal met 24-year-old Jordan Wilmore in Kemah, Texas, he didn't expect to meet his match.
I actually found out about him through jealousy. I thought I was the tallest, handsomest cop in the world.
Shaq, who has several law enforcement titles himself, learned about Wilmore's quest to become an officer and wanted to know more.
On this, because it's commendable that a kid wants to be a cop. I love cops.
Back in September, Steve Hartman shared the story of how Wilmore was encouraged to pursue basketball his whole life because of his height.
It was hard for me to share like my dreams or, you know, the stuff I wanted to do growing up because it was, well, you just got to focus on basketball because it can make you millions.
If you got a phone call tomorrow, the NBA, $1 million, or stay here and be a cop in Texas.
Stay here.
You want to think about it?
No, I'll stay here.
But after completing the police academy, Wilmore fell short of passing the state exam by 1 point. So Shaq jumped in to help Wilmore rebound. He agreed to pay for Wilmore's expenses for the next 5 months so he can focus on the exam.
I let him know that he had my full support, so I'm gonna be on you, brother. Make sure you get it done. All right, thank you.
Shaquille O'Neal says he has a custom police car ready for Wilmore to use when he passes.
I thought that was pretty cool that, you know, he heard about this young man, you know, not passing his test. Like he was 1 point away from it. And he said, look, I want you to focus on this. I'm going to pay your expenses for 5 months. Like, that's nice. Like, you know, a lot of folks, I mean, a lot of celebrities wouldn't do nothing like that for nobody. But yeah, that's pretty cool of him. What do you guys think? Had y'all heard about that? And did you guys know that Shaq was a reserve officer in Texas? I was today years old when I found out about that. But yeah. And he's 7'4". And he said that if he had the opportunity to play in the NBA, he would prefer to stay in Texas doing his dream of being a cop. That's what's up. That is what's up, y'all. So now, y'all have anything to say about that? I see. Lou says Shaq is always doing good deeds. I see that. Good for him. So next up, I have a video, you know, regarding Snoop Dogg. And, you know, Snoop has really grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came a long way from, you know, Doggy Style, you know, about 20, 30 years ago to being, you know, like the American mascot, if you will, at the Olympics last year. And, you know, and all the things he does now. You know, seeing him, you know, with his grandkids. And I saw the speech he had for his wife and her, the boss lady, for her 50th birthday. He done came a long way. And, you know, I think that's what's up. So I want you guys to see this interview he did. And he explains about marriage and how that's impacted him. Because a lot of men or a lot of younger guys are saying, well, why do I need to get married? You know, I can pay my own bills. Well, that only, I mean, when you say that, that means you're looking for somebody, you're looking for help, basically, right? If your whole point of getting married is for somebody to help you pay a bill because you cannot pay them yourself, you don't need the help, then yeah, I'm not even going all that. Let's look at this video.
You've been married almost 3 decades.
Yes.
Do you, and there's a lot of chatter in the community about men saying in 2025 there's no benefit to marriage for a man. Do you believe that there is a benefit to marriage?
I believe if I wasn't married, I wouldn't be as successful as I was, or have been, or am. I don't believe that I would be as strong and right-minded and loving and caring. I don't believe that I would be who I am today if I wasn't married, because I have to have a strong foundation, a strong place to come home to, a strong, you know, leader who can raise kids and also support her husband and then be a leader. So marriage is beautiful. My wife has been my friend. She's been my homie. She's been a gangster. She's been a rider. She's been a forgiver. You know, because a lot of times, you know, when you marry, you make a lot of mistakes and somebody has to forgive. And she's forgiven me so many times because I made a lot of mistakes when I didn't understand what marriage was about. And I didn't know how to be a man when I was still a boy.
Okay.
Night, communities
Hold
across
on.
our area are mourning.
Cut that off. Yeah, I like the fact that he's he was able to admit that. That was a very good answer. And I'm glad that he gave, the credit where he thought credit needed to be provided. So what did you all think about his statement regarding marriage and all that good stuff? Y'all got any thoughts on that? Let's see. Let's see. I don't see anybody putting anything in here. Now, this next video is one that my sister-in-law was telling me about. And my understanding is that the wife of this pastor may have unalived her husband. And let's just go ahead, and get into the video and see what's what.
Loss of Pastor Aquarius Green. Though the shooting happened in Level Plains, Green was widely known in Montgomery for his ministry and outreach. WSFA 12 News reporter Jessica Knox spoke with a friend remembering the man he knew.
I was very hurt. Of course, I was devastated because I was like, I couldn't believe this happened to him. And of course, then to find out how it happened and who did it, that was even more devastating.
Minister Devontae Palmer is one of many now grieving the loss of Pastor Aquarius Green. Palmer says the two were not close friends, but their paths cross often at church and even checking up with him at Green's previous job at Walmart.
So from time to time, after I get done with there, I just go to see him and just chat it up and then for like 5-10 minutes and go by my way because he working. I can't talk all day.
Palmer says those conversations were brief but meaningful. To Palmer, Green was known for humility and faith.
To me, the man was a humble man, an honest man. He was a man who deeply loved God, his family, and one who just wanted to do the right thing.
One moment stands out the most.
Got me when he came to the church. I had no idea he was coming. He actually surprised me. He tapped on my shoulder and said, "Brother Palmer," oh snap. I had no idea he was coming that day.
Green died just days after being shot in what police called a domestic incident. Those who knew him say they remember a man committed to faith, family, and service.
Again, that wasn't the guy that I knew. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I was telling somebody today, I can only go for what I knew. Pastor Green, he was human, right? He was a man of God. He was a father. He was a husband, hard worker. He did not deserve to die.
Authorities say no charges have been filed at this time. However, the investigation is still ongoing. In Montgomery, I'm Jessica Knox, WSFA 12 News.
And the Elba Zion Missionary Baptist Church held a prayer vigil this weekend.
Okay, y'all. So let me show you guys a picture of him and his wife. Yeah. So the reason why, like I said, I was informed that they didn't say this in this news article, but it was the spouse, the wife here that unalived him. And, and they said a domestic incident. They were saying, from my understanding, that this man was abusive to his wife, is what my understanding is. And that's partly as to why they haven't charged the spouse yet with anything. But, we will see, what comes of this. But I mean, this happened, I think a few days ago. I was like, and nobody's been charged? They said no. And so when a gentleman was saying he didn't deserve to, be unalive, I get it. He was saying, well, I just want to be a hard worker and this and the other. Yeah, so I guess they're not believing the spouse and what she said she experienced with her husband. I mean, I don't know, but yeah. All I can say is that, if you're in those kind of situations, like, you need to try to get up out of there if you can before it comes to somebody being alive, if that makes sense, y'all. But let me go back to the comments here. We got We have Tyrone here saying if what he says is true, I applaud him. So I think you're referring back to Snoop Dogg. Yep. I mean, yeah. I think he was sincere in what he was saying, especially because he was trying to say something similar to that at her 50th birthday party, and she was just excited about the rings he gave her. So that was nice. But yes, for those who are here, please support the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Yes, y'all. So it is what 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No, it's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yes, y'all, we got 2 more years left. I mean, what am I talking about, y'all? And y'all, this is sweet tea, okay? So yes, we got 2 more hours left before the new year hits here on the Eastern time zone. Mm-mm. Yes, 2 more hours, right? And I've been on live here for right at 2 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and end things. I'll be back on tomorrow for my little New Year's Eve brunch live stream. Okay. And with that, you all have a fantastic New Year's Eve, a great rest of the night. Be safe, have fun, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Happy New Year. Bye.